Oh, yeah, ne? Yeah. Hey, wala mapakania. First, I have to apologize. My voice is gone. I don't know. I don't know. My voice is gone, guys. Otherwise, hello, Mapangania, and welcome to yet another episode of the Orlando Pirates Forum. This week, we are discussing first leg of the MTN 8 in Cape Town. We just won in Cape Town. Something that doesn't happen every season. I don't know. I can't even remember the last time we won in Cape Town. I was just discussing with Nelson off air, Uguti, the last time we won in Cape Town, but Mapangania will also correct me. I think we were playing the Nedbank Cup, I think last 32 or last 16, and we played Cape Town Spurs. But back then they were called Ajax Cape Town. Or was it Santos? Was it Santos or
I,
but I do remember back because we won that game. I think 2-0 or 2-1. We were playing here at Athlone. I can't even remember the scorers of that game, but I know what we beat them in the Nedbank Cup. That's the only thing I remember. But it was back then, whether it was
No,
Santos or whether it was Cape Town Spurs.
now,
Otherwise,
now I remember we once won against Cape Town City in Cape Town, but Mitchell was still the coach. By a solitary goal by that guy, man, that crazy guy, that guy from Ghana, the striker who.
Bernard Morrison.
Yes, it was Morrison. He scored a solitary goal. I think we were in Cape Town.
No.
I remember first Vasco da Gama, like I told you guys of
No, guy. No.
Man, that was 13 years ago, my man. Come on.
No,
Are you
it can
telling
be.
me?
No, but
it's
we'll
not
check.
like this in Cape Town. It's really how dry it is.
Hey, my man, we are really unlucky when it comes to winning in Cape Town. No, man. The last time we won in Cape Town, even though there were no fans, the last time we won in Cape Town, we beat Stellenbosch.
Stellenbosch. Yeah, we beat
Yes,
Stellenbosch.
we beat Stellenbosch during COVID. Yeah,
Yes.
during COVID.
Oh,
Yes,
okay,
yes,
okay.
we beat Stellenbosch. Yes. 3-0, eh?
I think it was
3-0.
3 or 2. We got in the lead quickly with 2 goals, so I don't remember what the final score was.
Yes, I remember
Yeah.
Hoto was one of the scorers then. I still remember Hoto and I think Pule. But it was during the COVID. We were coached by that guy who was coaching us, and then the guy who won us MTN 8, Zimbabwe. Yes.
Zimbabwe.
Yeah, that season we were wearing that jersey that you are wearing, Nelson, and the orange one.
And the orange one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now I remember. During COVID.
Sure.
So we are not really lucky. Otherwise, Chelsea, how are you feeling? Let me start with you, Nelson. How are you feeling, my brother? 2-1 win. We go into the second leg with a healthy, what I would call it, a healthy two goals. Because if they want to beat us, they will have to beat us with 2 clear goals, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they will have to beat us with 2. Yeah. How are you feeling, Nelson?
No, thank you for this opportunity, Mr. Mdange. Hey, we haven't had you in a long time. I almost forgot how your voice sounds. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with the performance. Stellenbosch was pressing us. The first 15 minutes of the game, we were not really playing our normal game. They were pressing us high, so we couldn't really get into our normal way of playing. But I think it got better. We're playing in patches. It got better, I think, around the 20th minutes, 25 minutes, we started being on the ball a bit more. And I think also the red card actually gave us a bit of an advantage, I think, psychologically, more than anything, more than it being a numerical advantage. I think psychologically it did something to the boys because we started having a lot of box entries. We started playing well. who started playing the ball into the box. So I think, second half, obviously, we were always going to dominate because of our numerical advantage. And Maswanganyi 2 assists. Hey, I think Maswanganyi must be put in the same level with Ozil Woody Brain when it comes to assisting.
He's an assist
But I
king.
mean, what an
He's an
intelligent
assist king.
player, man! What an intelligent player. I mean, a lot of the players were just playing it short, and there was not enough penetration because Stellenbosch was playing a low block and they were defending in numbers. But just the presence of minds and the intelligence to actually spot a player to just play those 2 crosses, those 2 pinpoint crosses, brilliant, man. So I'm so happy with how we played. But hey, I think we need to have a conversation about Chaine, guys. Hey? I don't know, guys. Hi, guys. No, I don't remember that guy making a save, a save that can actually win us a match, man. Like a match saving save. You know what I mean? Hey, I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but yeah, thanks. I'm happy though with the performance. I'm happy with the win. It gives us a great advantage going forward.
Hey, the conversation about Usipho Chaine, yes, I love the boy, and in all honesty, I don't think I'm ready to have a conversation about Usipho Chaine. Otherwise, deep down, I know we need to have a conversation about Usipho Chaine, but nah, I don't want to have that conversation about Usipho Chaine. All I can say is that just leave Usipho Chaine. Just let him do what he's doing.
Okay, it's fine.
So I don't know about you, Mbeke. I don't know about you. Maybe when you want to have a conversation about Usipho. But for me, when I'm back, I don't want to have that conversation. Yeah, I know for a fact that we need to have it, but I don't want to have that conversation.
Oh, it's still too soon.
I know. Let me rather not have anything to say about Usip. I love that boy. I really love
Okay,
him. Seriously, but
okay.
no. But maybe better have something that you can tell us about Usip. And how are you feeling about 2 goals in Cape Town, a win in Cape Town after a very long time?
Yeah, it's a typical cup game. Good that we won. That's all that mattered for me. Uh, 2 away goals. This ensures that we are 1 foot away from the final. I'd say 1.5. I don't see us losing by 2 clear goals here in Orlando. Like Nelson is alluding, first 15 minutes they pressed us. It was only after we got a chance from the 12th minute that we took a shot on goal that we
Mm.
started looking comfortable and we started spraying the ball around side to side. We're doing a lot of that side to side, but we're not really penetrating them through the middle. I felt in that first half. Uh, for the red card, I was not really happy about it. I know that it's a red card.
Uh, I think we are losing you then, Better.
Mm.
I think we are losing you there, my man. But I think you will come
I don't
back.
want
I
to
think
lie about that.
uh, Better. I think we are losing you, my brother.
Yeah, he seems
I,
to be having challenges.
yeah, I think he has a bit of a problem with his network. But I think let's continue. Let's continue, Nelson. We were. Yazi, you spoke about how we played in the first half and how we were all over Stellenbosch in the
Mm.
second half. You know, I watched them against our rivals just a week ago, and they got a red card. I think it was in the first half, right? Yeah, I think they got a
Yes,
red
yes,
card in
yes.
the first half, but they were just all over our neighbors. But you know, when they got that red card, now I
Yes,
always know a team when they are playing with 10 men, there's
yes.
that saying that Guti, they always play better than a team with 11 men, but I said not to Orlando Pirates. We will never be defeated by a
Yes.
team that has 10 men. With this current coach that we have now, no, it will never happen. It's impossible.
Yeah.
And Sam, our boys, they really proved Guti, yeah, they are ready for this game and they wanted to win. And I'm really glad Guti they just came out all out, especially in the second half, and also the
Mm.
changes that we made. But I'm really happy, man. The boys really showed hunger to win this game.
Yes. Great hunger, my man. You're right. They showed hunger to win this game. Yeah, I think the difference between this and our neighbors is that Chiefs also plays almost a similar kind of football with Stellenbosch. Obviously they're playing on high transition. I mean, they are making use of the speed of this guy from Stellenbosch. Is it Dupreez and the speed of Pulemodi? So I think that obviously, in terms of them winning the second balls, obviously they're always going to be caught on a counter. And but because we were actually pressing them high and we were actually keeping the ball, so I think that's why we actually were playing much better. Then obviously we are much better. We are a much better team than our noisy neighbors at this current moment.
Yeah. What did you make of performance Kandaba Iteto Ndlondo? I think he was one of my contenders for man of the match.
Yes.
Uh, Also, Utabang, Umteta of Stellenbosch had a really good game, but I
He
wouldn't
did.
say Utabang Monare was bossed by Umteta because there were some duels that Utabang Monare won against Umteta, and he won
Mm.
also against some of the midfielders of Stellenbosch. Utabang Monare also had a decent game today, yes?
He did. He did. He did. Actually, I was actually surprised what he was subbed. Eh?
Mm.
There tends to be this tendency of substituting him towards the end of the game, around
Yeah.
75 minutes. I don't know. Maybe it's managing him because of the age,
Mm.
probably. But yeah, he had a great game. But Mtetwa actually had the first 25 minutes of the game. He was bossing the midfield. He was winning
Mm.
the midfield battles. But after 25 minutes or so, then we started playing well. Ndlondlo started actually, spraying those passes sideways. He
Mm.
started, making us take playmaking in that area where we started playmaking, and we started holding on to the ball a bit more. So yeah, he played well. But I wouldn't really say that he was a contender for man of the match for me.
Mm. Mm.
But he played well. He played well, and I
Mm.
think after they substituted Monare, then he was actually playing a lot more deeper. And so that's why Stellenbosch had a few chances, or maybe they started on transition. They give us a bit of problems when Monare was subbed because he was playing a lot more deeper. And yeah, but he had a decent game. If I were to rate him, I would probably give him a 6.5 out of
Mm.
10. What do you
Yeah.
make of him?
Who?
Ndlondlo.
Undol. For me, yes, for me, yes, I thought you were. I almost lost you for a second. I thought you were talking about Utabang.
Okay.
Undondo. Undondo for me, he was a 6.5 to, yeah, 6.5 for me.
Okay.
If we are fair, but if I love him, I can say 7. But he was a 6.5, man. He was 6.5
Yeah.
because he was always there. The conductor was always involved in all our build-ups. He was always there involved. He will avail himself to receive a pass and he will look who to play the pass to. So Undondo, I think for me, he had a decent game. He had a decent
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I will agree with you with that 6.5. I think, yeah, he had a fair game. He had a fair
Yeah.
game.
Lepasa, what do you make of him, eh? Yeah, Lepasa seems to be our breadwinner these days, eh? I'm actually
Uh,
impressed.
yeah, yes, yes. Ule pasa. I hate comparing players. Man. But like Ushalulile, Ushalulile will give you energy. When there's a chance, he will finish that chance. Even if it's the half chance, he will finish it.
Yes.
Uh, Ulipasa will not give you that energy that Ushalulile gives sometimes, but Ulipasa, never underestimate him. Ulipasa can also convert a half chance.
Mm,
A clear cut chance he will convert it, but I think Ulipasa is smart. Ulipasa is
yeah.
smart because he has the goal that he scored. There was a moment in the first half where he flicked the ball, but the keeper was well positioned and he received the ball. But in the second half when he scored that ball, I think Ulipasa did a bit extra there to score that goal because I think he tried to do that in the first half. He didn't
Yeah.
succeed, but in the second half he succeeded. I don't know if you saw that moment in the first half, but it
Yes,
hit
yes, yeah,
a
sorry.
high moment. Yeah, yeah. So I think Uzakes, he seems to be our breadwinner. He really done it. I'll say,
Yeah.
come on, there's a
Yeah,
guy.
and just his positioning, man. Just his positioning also, I think it has improved a lot, eh?
Yeah,
His positioning now, he always knows which areas of the 18 box to actually position himself in
sure,
to
sure.
receive the ball, and and also his finishing has actually greatly improved.
Mm,
So yeah, I think it was one aspect of his game in the previous seasons where he was not actually converting enough. I don't know, maybe it was a matter of him not receiving the kind of assists and the kind of passes that he's receiving this season with the current team. But yeah, he seems to have improved greatly. In the last episode, we actually talked about him varying his play to actually, sometimes, I mean, obviously, he's not going to be always be having this moment of brilliance. He's not always going to be scoring. He needs to
yeah,
actually share the ball with other team
sure.
members. But today, he played well. He was sharing the ball, and in those crucial moments when he was positioning the box, he would finish it. So I was really impressed with him. I think in terms of rating, I'd probably give him an 8.5. He deserves an
8.5
8.5.
is fair because he
Yeah.
was really he was involved in everything up front. He also holds the ball up really well.
Yes, he
The moments where
does. He does.
yeah. So I think
Yeah,
when you
he
have a
does.
striker like that, yes, in the stands I was sitting with another Pakane. They said yes, I can't remember the last time we had a natural born number 9 who is
Sure.
able to hold the ball. In the past, I think we will have a striker like who can hold the ball, but when it comes to finishing, he wouldn't give us that. So now,
Yeah.
Lepasa, you are getting, I would say, 80% of what you should be getting from a natural born
Mm,
striker. So I'm really happy for
yeah.
Lepasa.
He's a Haaland type of a striker. Haaland. No, we have a good striker there. I'm just praying that he will stay injury free.
Mm,
Because yeah. But also I just don't want this over reliance on players. You know what I mean? Because he
yes,
seems to
yes.
be our main source of goals this season. So I think other
Mhm.
guys must start coming to the fore because obviously if he's injured or if he gets suspended, then other
Sure.
players must actually come to the forward and actually carry the team going forward. But currently
Mm,
he's doing well. What do you
yeah.
think of Saleng this season though?
Yazi, I was having a conversation with Tusalen. Yazi, and she was saying Usaleng last season, he carried this whole team on his own. And I remember we had Lodge injured sometime last season, and Usaleng was there rescuing Pirates, winning games for us up until Lodge came into the team, and then he also was built into the team. But this season, he is not the Saleng that we know. But my man, I think also it could be. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong, but I think emotionally, that boy
Mm,
is still hurt because for what he gave us last season, he deserves some recognition. So Usaleng, he got players player last season, right?
yes,
So
players player.
yeah, players player, football of the season. I still say I don't care who says what. Saleng should have been our football of the season last season. He should have been our player of the season, but people who decide these things decided their
Yeah.
own thing. So I think now Usaleng is a human being. So I
Oh
think
yeah.
yeah. So I think maybe he needs
Yeah.
someone onothetha naye ukuthi how do you get out of a situation in here when you are supposed to win
Mm,
that big award and you don't win it. And the best person who was gonna give him that advice, maybe if we signed him, was Anile Chane. Because remember when they gave his awards to someone back in 2012.
mm, yeah.
Yeah. So I think he needed someone who was also in his position. Maybe
Mm,
as but yeah, it's happening. So I think maybe no coach, maybe Klabi needs to give him a rest. I don't know. They will
yeah.
decide what to do. But Usaleng this season, Akakabi Nguyela Saleng that we know from last season. I don't know
Yeah.
what do you
Yeah,
think?
and he's not playing badly though. It's not like
No, it's
he's
not
playing
bad.
badly.
It's not no, it's not
Yes,
bad. But maybe uh, because he's not scoring goals. That's why maybe
mm,
we're saying, hey, maybe his form is deeper.
yes,
Because last season, Usaleng, he will score a goal. Even if he doesn't score, he will assist. So he
you'll
hasn't been
assist.
doing
Yeah,
that this season. Yeah. So I think that is one of the things. He's not the
Yeah.
signing one last season. And we must remember, it's only been five league games that we have played so far this season.
Yeah, and
Uh,
also, but he's made a few assists. I mean, I think if I
he's made
remember
a few
well,
assists and also a
yes, the
goal.
pass.
Yeah, yeah. So
And also,
he's
it
not
could
the
be
bad.
that maybe the defenders are actually starting to understand him and the type of
Yeah, they're
game
playing
that he
about.
plays as well.
Mm,
Because obviously last season he was the focal point, and obviously that gave defenders this season time to actually study him, study
sure.
his movements, and obviously he's always looking to cut into when he's playing on the right side. Obviously, he will always would want to cut. That
Mm,
makes him a bit more dangerous. So I think maybe he must actually also vary his game as well.
mm,
Not to become one-dimensional. Because if you check a lot of goals that last season he was cutting inside,
mm,
and if he used to make an assist or maybe shooting from that from those positions. So I think he needs to vary his game now,
mm,
do something more, much more,
mm.
but I think with the coaching that we have, he will come back. Definitely, he will definitely come
I
back.
win. We win.
Yeah.
We are coached. We are coached. Uh, our defense. Uh, our defense today. I don't think they had so much to do because
Mm,
Stellenbosch they were just parking it, especially after that red card.
mm,
So uh, I don't think I have so much to say about our defense, but
yeah,
the little one, Pasika Marco, I think he had a good game.
he did.
He had a good game. Uhoto was also covering up very well for him. Yes, I don't understand. Yes, sometimes maybe as defense, I understand now why they say Guti, we don't see things the same. Because there were so many people who were criticizing Guti on Hoto, but
Sure.
Mna, who was watching the game, I could see what Guti on Hoto was doing. Coming up there at the back to cover up for Marco, also helping out in attack. He also got a goal. Did he
Mm.
get a goal? I think he got the second goal
He
was
scored.
scored by
Yeah, he scored the goal.
Hoto.
The second goal he scored.
The second goal, yes. So, but so many people they I think they judge Uhoto harshly. I think we judge
Yes,
Uhoto
man.
harshly. But that guy, my man, I think you just need to be there at the stadium just once and watch it on how to do it.
Mm.
You will really see because the TV doesn't show you everything. But when you are there at the
Yes,
stadium watching the players, you will see what this guy gives his all. Utian Hoto is a hard worker. Utian
definitely.
Hoto, he covers a lot of distance. He protects our defense. He
Yes.
also helps in when it comes to attacking. So Utian Hoto, my man, anyone who fights with Utian Hoto, I will fight with that person because I really like this. I will fight anyone who fights John Hoto.
Definitely,
No,
man. Serious.
yeah.
I don't
John,
know. He's he's just
John,
husky, that
he
guy,
had a
bro.
good game, man.
He had a good game, man. He's actually one of the players that stood out. And remember, even last game against Cape Town City when he came in, I think the
Mm.
last 20 15 minutes of the game, he changed the complexion of the game. We started
Yes.
having a lot of box entries, and he made an assist. So this guy, I don't know. Some of our supporters, man, our fellow supporters, I don't know which games they watch, bro. Like,
I don't
because when
know.
it comes to who to bright, and he always gives his all. It's not like he's starting now. And obviously, he has his own weaknesses. One of
Yeah,
it being that he can't actually use his right foot. There's instances where
sure.
you see that he must actually shoot with his right foot. But the
Mm,
guy always give game in, game out. He always gives his all.
mm,
So I don't know
mm,
why
mm.
they hate this guy so much.
Mapagani, they just need to give the guy a break. Uhoto works
They
really
must give
hard.
him a break.
They must just give the guy a break and just support him.
Aye.
But yeah, you know what we are supporting Orlando Pirates, a team that has so
Yeah.
many stars, and we have our favorites. So everyone always wants to see his favorite play. So now I also have my own. So I know
Yeah,
I
of
understand.
course.
I understand. But I wouldn't say Nyani. I don't know what to say about our defense today because we didn't have much to do. But even if we were tested, hey, there was a moment Usibisi where he almost gave his Stellenbosch. I think it was the first half where he almost gave
Yes,
his
it was the
Stellenbosch a
first.
goal,
Yes, yeah,
but he
first half.
quickly redeemed himself. Yeah, that was a great
Yeah.
tackle by Usibisi. Yeah,
Yeah, it was very. It was a great tackle there. Hey, he almost gave
yeah.
us a scare there, bro.
I
Yo,
rated
but
that
his
as a goal
recovery
because
was superb. Yo, that was a brilliant tackle.
because I
That
think
was
there
a
were
brilliant
about
tackle.
three Stellenbosch players inside our box because that
Yo,
player he was
bro.
just gonna lay down and then tap in a goal.
Mm,
But Sibisi really did himself there, did well for
yeah.
himself.
So, with Togi was he injured when he was substituted, because I don't I actually didn't understand the substitution
I don't
for him.
know. Didn't he get a card? I'm
No,
not
he
sure.
didn't.
He
No, he
didn't get a
didn't get a
card.
card, if I remember
No.
well.
So I think maybe it had to do with, maybe it was a tactical decision, or I don't know. I don't know because
Yeah,
now because I would understand when we played against Cape Town City when they substituted Smith, he had a yellow card. So obviously
yeah.
Cape Town City were gonna push everything and
Yes, yes, yes.
attack on his side, but with Utogi, I don't know. I don't know. That's some
Yeah,
innocent. No, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was a tactical decision, or maybe they just wanted to rest him. I don't know. I don't know.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, but
maybe it was a
whatever.
question.
But nobody knowing what they did. I think that's with also Nda coming back. I was also happy to see Olisanda sitting on
Yo,
the
I was so
bench.
happy to see him on the bench too, bro. Yo.
Bruh, I mean, Olisanda, that's our, I would say, our best center back that we have. He's an
Mm,
international player. I mean, when we're counting international players at Orlando Pirates, who started Olisanda out on top of the list. You have Innocent
mm.
Maya now, the Bafana regular. We have Usbisi.
Sibis.
So, yeah, yeah. So I think also the sooner we integrate these players back into the team, we're going to be much more stronger because we have a lot of players.
Yes. No, yes. I'm just concerned that also that they must start getting minutes, man. I mean, you could see that these players, obviously, they are good players, but they are not really well integrated into the setup. They're not well integrated into how we're currently playing. You could see when Tim came in the last game against Cape Town City, he lost a few balls. He was not
Ish, the
the
team that we
team that
know,
we
yeah,
know.
yeah,
Even
yeah.
Erasmus, when he got in today, you could see that he still lacks
Mm,
the match fitness. So I think
mm,
that obviously these are good players, and that is probably the best center back we have. But he must
sure.
get the minutes, man. He must get the minutes so that
Mm,
he does not become rusty. When he's going to be given an opportunity, he must still
mm,
perform. So I don't know. Maybe this friendlies when we're playing away for CAF Champions League against these small teams, must give these boys some minutes because
yeah,
obviously because they must be integrated into the setup. They must know how we play and
sure.
get them having the minutes so that when
Mm,
they are required to come and actually fill in those positions, they are fit enough to actually carry the burden going forward.
yeah, yeah. With some of the players who are coming from injury, like for instance, Miguel Team, also Ukemit. I think they can be forgiven for giving a performance.
Yes.
It's not a bad performance, but we know what is not a Kermit that we know from
Mm.
last season. It's not the Miguel team that we know from last season. But we must also remember when was the last time these guys played? The
Yes.
last time we played, we won the Nedbank Cup, and when was the last time we won the Nedbank Cup? How many months
Yeah.
ago? I think 3 or 4 months.
Three,
So
4 months
I
ago. Yeah.
3 4 months ago. So it's expected. It's expected, and they were injured. It's not like they were not playing. They were fit. They
Mm.
were injured. Yeah. So I think they will get there as long as they are also now part of the 18-man squad. I think 21-man
Yeah.
squad. Whatever.
Yeah.
We will get there, my man. We will get there. Now, um, we haven't spoken about Maswanganyi. We haven't spoken about it. Oh, what a special player!
Tito.
That guy is special, man.
Aye.
Utito is special. That's the last time I can also hear Mapahania talking on the timeline. Which the last time we had a player it was like in tight spaces was Uluvuyo Memel, and
Mm.
Utito is what we really needed. He has in
Sure.
all the years. Utito is special. He's really
He's
special.
special, bro. He's
Mm,
special.
mm,
What a special player, man. Just the intelligence, man. When he gives you that thing that when he has the ball, you know that something can happen. You know when
so,
you have that type of a player in the team, when he's given the ball, you are always in anticipation. You're always expectant
mm,
that
mm,
something can
mm,
just
mm,
happen out of there. So he gives that confidence, man. I think you're a great signing. And I didn't even know this guy, eh? I actually
mm.
he was playing for Super Sport, but I actually hadn't actually noticed him. So props
Me
to
too.
the guy that actually scouted him, and oh, what a massive talent, bro! What a
Hey,
massive talent.
whoever scouted Utito for us, I think it
Ha.
deserved a triple bonus because hey, I really didn't know Maswanga. I really
Sure.
didn't know. At Passport, I knew there was a player called Maswanganyi, but
Mm,
I just didn't know Guti he was capable of producing such performances for
sure.
a team. Sure,
And
other guys a star.
I don't know if it's a worry for me though, because in that position we still have Kim Vuidi, we still have this guy we signed from Sundowns. Kapinga.
Listen to Kaping. Yes.
You know what I mean? And these are great players that we actually want to
Great
see, but
players,
I
great
doubt
players.
if. Eish,
Eesh.
I
Ah,
doubt. I doubt we will see this guy soon, bro. With the way this guy
hey,
is playing.
yeah, yeah.
I
Hey, there's also the original breadwinner. Utemi Ngosiloche also hasn't played.
the original breadwinner.
The original breadwinner, because we know yes, Uloch can be absent, even if he can be absent for 5 months or
Mm,
8 months. But when Lodge comes back, kuyacaca ukuthi Lodge is back. So, and
yeah,
he's also a fan favorite. You can ask any Orlando Pirates fan about Utemi Lodge. We will defend
sure.
Lodge against anything. So, nah,
Yeah,
Lodge, he also needs to come back into the team. We're still going to cook, man. And Nelson, we're still going to cook.
yeah. Something special is being brewed there by Orlando, my brother. And coaching is
Mm,
happening
mm.
there. I
Yeah,
like when you say coaching is happening
coaching
there.
is happening. Coaching is happening.
Yeah, coaching is happening
Also,
there.
also the last one, Omufukeng. I don't know. What do you think of Omufukeng when he comes off the bench, also, or when he starts off the games?
Yes, I think his match. I think maybe one area of him that needs to improve. Obviously, the boy is talented.
Mm,
Is in terms of tactical ability is superb. Yeah, but his reading of the game maybe needs to improve a bit. So I think obviously when you're coming from a bench, an experienced player will actually notice the weakness of the opposition. You know what I mean? So I think today he didn't actually was not impactful. But
mm,
obviously, actually, he can be forgiven. I think he couldn't actually get into the tempo of the game because at that point we were actually pressing high. We were playing a very high tempo game, so he couldn't actually get into the mix of things. But obviously, he will learn. He's still young,
yeah.
and obviously he
It's
will
only
improve.
18,
That's
19.
yeah. He was a bit office today. He was a bit office today, but he's a young player. Obviously I wouldn't want to bash him that much. Yeah, that would kill his confidence. But yeah, he will improve.
Yeah, but one thing that I like about him, even even though when I'm not City, he wasn't impactful. But one thing I love about Yazi, if you're not going to give your best, at least don't hide in a game. Umufokeng didn't
Yes.
hide. Yeah, well, even if he's not having a good game, but he doesn't hide the games. You can see
Yeah.
what even if he's not the Mufokeng that we saw against what to call this team, that team we played in the final, Skukune.
Oh, Sukukune,
Uh,
yes.
yes, even if he's not giving you that kind of performance, but you know what he will not hide. He will give you some touches here and there. He will, yes, yeah. So
Yes,
at
yes.
least if he's not hiding and you can see what he's trying to do something, then I think it's much better.
Definitely. Definitely, definitely. Yeah, he will
Yeah,
improve.
yeah.
Who are we playing next?
Our next game is the CAF Champions League game. We're playing that Chaine Galaxy on the 17th of
Oh,
September. We're going on international FIFA break most now. Bafana is going to
yes.
play two friendlies, and then after that we're playing in Botswana. I think it's from Botswana, ne? Or where?
Yes, yes. I think it's from Botswana.
Botswana. Yeah.
I think they must give
And-
this French players a run, man. I think we must just rest this team.
yeah,
Maybe,
yeah.
maybe the stakes are high. I don't. I know Jose. He said that he's not a
It's
fan
not.
of
Yeah.
rotating players and changing and tweaking with the team, but I feel that we need other players to actually get some minutes, get the required match fitness because the schedule is going to be tougher going forward. So I think
Mm,
these guys must be given minutes. I think these guys must be rested for now.
sure.
Obviously, we know that we have a team that can actually get us results, but the French players must get some minutes as well. That's my opinion going forward.
Yeah, I think he might be forced. No, not to say he might be forced. I think he will give some players a run, because if you remember after that Jwaneng Galaxy game, we're playing Sundowns on the 19th, and then
Yo,
on the
yeah.
22 we're playing second leg of the MJ8. So I think really, even if Uchosa doesn't want to make changes, even if he doesn't want to rotate, but I think he will be forced to rotate, because I don't think we can play a high tempo game like Jordan Galaxy game is really important, because that team, there are no pushovers. Yes, but we are Orlando Pirates.
Mm.
We're playing Sundowns, we're playing second leg of the M28. So I think there will be changes in those 3 games, even though we don't know
Nah.
who will go for who, but definitely there will be changes.
If you were to pick between Sundowns and the Jwaneng game, which one would be the most important game?
The Sundowns
Looking
game,
at
no, the Sundowns game, you know, the Jwaneng Galaxy game is the same as this game against Stellenbosch because it's a home and away. So even if they beat us, I'm not saying they're gonna. Even if they beat us, they won't beat us by a big margin that we won't be able to reverse that score at Orlando. But
yes.
Sundowns,
So
we really need to beat Sundowns. Yes, we really need to beat
yes,
Sundowns. Get a result against Sundowns. Yes. For
yeah.
me,
So
the
also,
Sundowns game is much more important.
yeah, that means that we can actually play our fringe players against Jwaneng. We can play.
Against one.
We can we can be able to experiment. You know, try a new combinations and see how the guys will play together. Yeah, no, definitely. I think I agree with you. I
Yeah,
agree with you.
man. I think that should be that for this week. But before, I think we will have to rate the goalkeeper, the defense, the midfield, and also the forwards. Usipo Chaine, how much will you give Usipo Chaine for today's game?
Um, excuse me. I will give him a 4.5.
Me too.
Do I have to justify?
I know.
I know you don't want a conversation about him, but it's fine. I'll just rate him and not say anything.
Okay. Suppose I in a 4.5. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't want to have that conversation. I really don't want to have that conversation. No. I don't want to have that conversation about the sleep. 4.5,
Yeah.
it's fine. I give it to you. Our defense.
Our defense, we didn't really have much to do, honestly. We
Nothing.
didn't have much to do. So collectively, I would give them a 7.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Because obviously,
7.5, yeah.
yes, and in the second half, they actually were very crucial in how we actually pressed Stellenbosch because they were winning the second balls. You know, Sibisi and Goalkeeper before he was substituted. Maela, he continued. So we were winning the second balls. We were actually pressing Stellenbosch high to create those goal scoring chances. So I think, 7.5 would be a good rating for them.
Yeah.
Middle fielders, Monare and Ndlondlo. They gave us balance, especially after the red card. They actually started playing well, spreading the passes, but Monare was just too good, man. Guys, Monare, guys. Hi, guys.
As Udesh, I really don't know what this season Udesh, I don't know, man. The boy can say what he's happy. I know what maybe things of bonuses and salaries at Paris are confidential, but I think maybe they give him an extra thing. Maybe that's what motivating the boy. I think it has to do with some finances because he's really happy, that boy, man. He's really happy. Hi.
So also I'll give them a 7.5 midfield. I'll give them a 7.5. And then our attack probably a 7.
I think 6.57. 6.57. Yeah, they were not too good, but they were not bad. So
they were not bad.
They did what they were supposed to do, and we won the game. And
yes,
our goals, they both came from our front three. So meaning that they did what they were supposed to do. So a 6.5, I think for me, 6.57. Yeah, I think. Nelson, thank you very much, my brother, for joining me tonight. Let's apologize on his behalf. I think shedding got the better of him tonight. Hopefully, we'll have him in our next game against Jwaneng Galaxy or maybe against Sundowns. Yeah. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Up the box.
Up the box. Sure. Hey, ta-da.